is 1 year ago today. If you're new here, I explain what happened 1 year ago today with a few side topics. The topics of the day are top news, story headlines, daily holidays, some history from a bit more than 1 year ago today, and the COVID-19 topic. Let's get into 1 year ago today. The top news story headline is located in Kenya. If you remember, locusts had swarmed and destroyed farms then. They had eaten crops and were eating the next harvest. I know that at least this brings back memories for me. How about you? As always, you can let us know down in the comments section below. The next piece of news that came out 1 year ago today is political. This piece of news is about a threat to the election. Lawmakers warned that Russians are trying to re-elect Trump. These reports were unfortunately true, as other reports were later released of emails threatening people to vote for Trump. However, I feel like out of all the things to remember from 1 year ago today, this is not one that at least I would not want to remember forever. So we're going to move on to the last piece of news that came out 1 year ago today. If you remember, a few videos ago, I talked about how Michael Bloomberg was spending a lot of money on advertising for his campaign. He didn't do so well in other debates though, as we may remember from 1 year ago today. But this article said that he would be ready for the next upcoming run. The rest of it leaned to a political side, so I'm going to have to end the report right now how it is. I really hope that brought back memories from 1 year ago today, because that's the entire purpose of this channel. That's just the point. I don't want to inform you guys because you guys had a whole year to learn about it. So I just copy the news reports from all different news channels, and hopefully you remember, because like I said, that's the entire point. Anyways, time only goes in one direction, unfortunately, but in your brain, time can go any direction. Otherwise, what else are memories meant for? Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed my awe-inspiring speech, because now we're gonna move on, after testing your memory, to the daily holidays, which I know you're gonna love, because that's the entire point of it. Today, there is only one daily holiday, and yes, there will be a montage, and I will make your stomach grumble for an hour if you don't get a snack soon, but you do have time. This daily holiday is National Sticky Bun Day. For the few of you that don't know, and yes, I was one of them until I researched this, a sticky bun is this, the picture. According to various sources, it is the perfect snack with coffee. It's sometimes oozing with caramel, and it's just, oh my god, it just looks so good, I cannot tell you. Also, did I say caramel right? Because there's been a friendly argument between my friends and I on how to say it, and I'm not sure if they'll get mad at me for supposedly saying it quote-unquote wrong. Well, you get that, and that's not the main focus of the holiday. It's the sticky bun. It was originated in Philadelphia, originally called the Schnecken. However, it was also thought to be brought to the United States in the 18th century with German settlers. It is often referred to breakfast and coffee, as I've already mentioned. Well, you get the gist of it. Also, I've probably given enough information, so I will have to warn you to get yourself a snack unless you want your mouth to produce a bucket full of saliva, also known as your mouth watering like crazy. I'll give you 3 seconds to do so. 3, 2, 1, time. Well, enjoy the montage. Okay, now that just looks so good. It looks so good. There's not much else to say besides that. Anyways, that's all for the daily holidays. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll enjoy the history just as much as you enjoyed this. Before we can get into the history, I just wanted to let you guys know that the history editor isn't writing this, just to let you know, but hopefully you also enjoy my version. The first historical event happening today is in 1848. This is when Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels published the Communist Manifesto. This book formed the modern communist movement. This book argues that capitalism would inevitably self-destruct to then be replaced by socialism and ultimately communism. The next historical event happening today was 14 years after this one, in 1862. This is about the American Civil War. The Battle of Verdun was fought near Fort Craig in New Mexico territory. It lasted for 1 day. It is also known as the Battle of Valverde Ford and was fought near the town of Valverde at the ford of the Rio Grande. The Confederates won this battle. The next historical event that was today happened only 4 years later. In 1866, Lucy Hobbs Taylor became the first American woman to graduate dental school. Although this is an incredibly awesome accomplishment for help the fight against sexism, I think that we can all agree that most people watching this are kind of scared of the dentist. Well, anyways, because of that, that's the last historical event besides this, which happened in 1916. This is when World War I, when the Battle of Verdun began in France. The battle lasted for 9 months, the longest battle in World War I. It took place in the hills of Verdun sur Meuse. The French ended up winning this battle. That is all for the history today. I really hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll enjoy the COVID-19 topic just as much as you enjoyed. This is what COVID-19 looked like 1 year ago today. First the cases, then the death toll. 1 year ago today, the world gained 118 new cases, bumping up their total to 2,247. The United States gained 3 cases, bumping up their total to 30. India gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 3. Brazil gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 0. Russia gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 2. The United Kingdom gained 1 case, keeping their total, bumping up their total at 23. France gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 12. Turkey gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 0. Italy gained 17 cases, having a total of 20. Spain gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 2. Germany gained 0 cases, having a total of 16. Colombia gained 0 cases and had a total of 0, just like Argentina and Mexico. Canada gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 9. Australia gained 6 cases, bumping up their total to 21. Israel 0-0. Hong Kong gained 0 cases, keeping their total at 0. Singapore gained 1 case, keeping their total at 86. Bumping up their total, South Korea gained 100 cases, bumping up their total to 204. Japan gained 15 cases, bumping up their total to 109. The UAE gained 2 cases, bumping up their total to 11. And Iran gained 13 cases, bumping up their total to 18. Before we can continue on to the death toll, I just wanted to let you guys know that for the Hong Kong example, they did not have a total of 0, but none were reported today. Sorry for that mistake. Taiwan gained 1 case, bumping up their total to 26. Lebanon gained 1 case. That was actually their first case, so they had a total of 1. Now for the death toll, 1 year ago today, the world gained 1,021 new deaths, bumping up their total to 76,769. The United States gained 0 deaths, keeping their total at 0, just like Iran, but Iran actually gained 2 deaths and had a total of 4. Well, India had the same result of the United States, just like Russia, Brazil, the United Kingdom, France had 1 actually. Turkey 0-0, just like Italy. Italy actually gained 1 this day. Shoot, I cannot keep up with my hacks. If you guys watch my previous videos, everybody has 0 deaths, but now countries are actually gaining deaths. Well, in Italy gained their first death today. Germany, and I think all the rest of the countries have 0, which is pretty fortunate. Anyways, that's all for the COVID-19 topic. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you will stick around for the conclusion, even if it's boring. This is the conclusion of the video. It's kind of boring, so you can click off if you want to, but there is one more thing that I need to say. If you agree with me that this looks incredibly awesomely yummy, then make sure to give this video a like and share it with your friends. I know it's kind of dumb, but this is the end of the video, so goodbye guys. Also, if you would like to subscribe, make sure to scroll down, click that red button, and make it gray. Also, if you would like to get notified whenever I release a video, which is every day, that's another way to remember, but make sure to click that notification bell and click on all. Perfectly good. Thank you, everybody.